What's up, YouTube? It's FitzBro, and today we're checking out the demo to a brand new RTS that is on the horizons for us. This is Tempest Rising, a free demo you can play on Steam. It's probably ending soon, maybe by the time I've uploaded this video, but it's going to be coming out later on down the road, TBD. But I wanted to give you guys a first look at this. So Tempest Rising, it's a very similar game to the style of like Command and Conquer as far as RTS go. I think you're going to have 3 factions looking at their website, but in the demo we've got the Global Defense Force and the Tempest Dynasty, and I'm actually going to queue. I'm going to play a multiplayer game for you here, so you'll get to see what the game looks and feels like. Maybe we'll win, maybe we'll lose, don't know. But I've been playing it this weekend and having a pretty good time with it. First of all, I appreciate the fact that it was a free demo to play. They didn't call it a alpha or beta and make you buy the game first, so that was nice for an intro to this. But yeah, it's everyone who's checked this out in Twitch chat, I say this feels very similar to Command and Conquer. I played Command and Conquer a long time ago, but it's been a while, or maybe even more similar to something like Halo Wars than it is like an Age of Empires necessarily. But it's been kind of like a fresh breath of air for me for a new RTS to play. Certainly has more promise to me as compared to like Stormgate. I thought Stormgate, I didn't like it like immediately. This is kind of growing on me, enjoying it. But if you really like, you know, the massive base building and expanding and you know, the villager aspect of Age of Empires, this might not be for you. So the resource you're going to see in here, we've got a mineral, which I think they call Tempest. There's energy, and then there's a basically like late game like you know, an extra thing you're going to gain up that's going to be used on late game specialists and stuff like that. I can't remember the name of it. It's blue. Credits. I think they call it credits. Yes. But the map is explored immediately, kind of like StarCraft, and there's different things you can take on the map, and I'm just going to dive right in. So we're playing here. And the first thing I'm going to do is build my power plant. So this is your main base, and you can get different buildings here. You've got these tabs you go through. So you got buildings, defenses, turrets, infantry vehicles, and aerial, depending as you go on. So first thing, only thing I can make is a power plant, which will influence that. Now I can get a barracks or refinery. Now you would think, okay, make a refinery first. I thought that too. You want to start with the barracks because there's things we're going to capture on the map. So I'm going to queue up my barracks, and after that, I'm going to actually queue up to actually this build. I'm going to go for 3 refineries. A little greedy eco build for me, but these refineries come with a gatherer that will gather these the Tempest. Okay, my barracks is available, so you can see standard thing. You got a field scout, good against infantry, drone operators, good against vehicles, and then the engineer. Now the engineer, you can capture enemy buildings, kind of like Wololoing them, or you can just capture these neutral things. There's these Tempest processing centers. So in the early game, I open up by capturing this because this is going to give me passive credits and power. This is intel, by the way, that late game resource. So I said it was credits. It's intel. You technically have credits, power, and intel. This is my power bar here. Okay, so that refinery's done. I don't train more drones out of this, or harvesters. You can actually out of the vehicle bay later if you want to, but they actually have an animation where they dump off the resource once they're done gathering it. So if you get too many of them, they stack up, and it's just not efficient anyway. So this even going, and it kind of moves like that. Okay, so I'm going to be capturing these things to get an early resource boost, and then I'm going to maybe try to take some of my opponents, depending on what they end up doing. Now this is a live multiplayer match, like I mentioned. This build, I go for a triple refinery, and then I'm going to go for double vehicles. It's been working out for me lately, so we'll see if it works this one. Probably won't because I'm making a video.
Unit ready.
So we'll capture these. So these engineers will go up there. You can also do things like garrison in the points on the map, kind of similar to like Company Heroes or something. Gives you nice line of, that's how you get line of sight around the map. And so actually I like to do this. Now that I have these initial buildings, I'm going to like try to grab a few of these for line of sight. There's also things like, this is repair bay you can capture. Some maps have like mercenary barracks thing you can capture. Some different stuff. These are nice, my cheat, right? My field scout. So I'm going to try to put them here just to get some line of sight on the map to see what my opponent's up to. I've got my 3 refineries right now. I'm going to start grabbing some of these points. Gotta be careful because sometimes they'll get you as you're running across the field. So usually I group these up and attack them. We'll see how this works out. This will give me line of sight. This actually will give you a line of sight if you get this, capture this thing. Oh, nice. Look, see? He was doing the same thing. He just got one of his dudes.
Our base is under
I'm actually going to go take this building as well. Look, and Sky, I just stole his Tempest processing center from him, so that's like a boost my eco and my energy immediately. And now I'm going to train Sentinels, which is kind of a fast anti-infantry unit. You got your Harvesters, which are gatherers, Sentinels, which is like anti-air, anti-infantry, and then you got tanks, right? Good against buildings, vehicles, etc. And then there's like the additional tier of stuff you can get. Standard offerings you might expect in most games. There is air later on, so you can tech into air. I've been finding it's just better in all these games just to get kind of scrappy here with this kind of style I'm doing, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So I'm just going to spam these Sentinels and try to run them over and make a quick game. Now, I can also make defenses, laser turrets, Gatling turrets, etc. All kinds of stuff like that. You can tech into like the later game stuff, right? It's going to be like you build these and it unlocks your tier 3 or whatever, or different techs. There's also doctrines you can get. So these are kind of like you spend credits, give you different things. So this will give me additional comms, which is kind of like your line of sight and boosts and shit. I don't know exactly how comms works yet. Again, this is just been playing it this weekend. It's just demo. But I'm gonna go for a little rush here. So I get these up. Okay, he's doing a fast expand, and we can see that. I'm gonna try to answer this by stealing his buildings. See if we can get away with it.
Unit ready.
So I got these. Let's go into his main base.
Unit ready.
Some more infantry in there. I'm gonna try to just go hit a little raid. We'll see what happens here.
Unit ready.
So I'm gonna try to hit a bunch of his harvesters. And there you go.
Unit ready.
So he's a different faction than me, so his stuff works a little differently. Oh boy, he's got some vehicles, so he's ready for us.
Unit ready.
Okay, so okay, yeah, he's gonna be ready for us. This guy knows what he's doing. I'm gonna get another refinery. I can't fit it in here.
Doctrine research.
I'm nervous. This guy seems really like he knows what's going on here.
Unit ready.
Okay, we'll take this point. Start getting some tanks here. I'm gonna try to sneak by and yoink this. Let's see if it works. And I'm upgrading my armored communications. Comms have 40% increased health. Units which provide comms. So lots of text to go through here. I'm not going to go through them all right now, but there's different stuff you can get. Another vehicle bay.
Unit lost. Additional silos required.
Did I get it? Oh, we're gonna get him. Can you take this?
Our base is under attack.
You got it, come on.
Unit lost.
Oh, he stopped me. He ran me over. I was trying to steal it.
Unit ready.
Standing by.
Okay, let's go up here. So he went for a fast expand. Here.
Construction
Oh,
complete.
yeah, if your vehicles drive through the Tempest, they get like damaged or some shit. Oh, that's powered down. I'm gonna take out his power. He's power poor right now. So if you take out their power grid, like you might expect, they run out of their drone. Their turrets can't hit you.
Unit ready.
So he's got rocket troops to try to counter me. Is what he's doing.
Unit ready.
His guys gather a little bit differently, as you're seeing here.
Unit ready.
Okay, so we'll see if this works out. Seems like we got a nice little push going on here. I'm gonna actually send some engineers down here to try to capture some of this shit.
Unit ready.
Uh-oh. There he comes. Bro, he's popped that thing up like instantly. So he's got some turrets. Oh, I just attacked my own thing.
Unit ready.
Okay, so keep my tanks in queue. There's also call-ins you can get later in the game. I'm not really going to see that right now. I like to play this like an early game style, but
Unit researching.
this is going pretty well. I kind of go for this tank and sentinel spam. And it worked out very nicely. Now that's a very small snippet of what you can see with the game. But essentially you got like the barracks, you got the vehicle bay, you got air, You can get like bombing runs and stuff. You can get like call-ins, like airstrikes. You can call in vehicles. There's different like techs and stuff you can get in a later stage. And we'll go through all of that later if you're interested. But I just want to give you a quick preview here to Tempest Rising. So be on the lookout for that. Let me know what you think. If this is something you'd be interested, if you've played a game like this, or maybe you tried it out on the demo weekend. Do you think it's an RTS that's going to maybe have a successful launch? Personally, I'm having fun with it. I think this style is a little bit different for RTS. I don't think it's going to be necessarily attractive to a larger like Age of Empires audience for sure. It's very different. While I'm enjoying it, I play a large variety of RTSs. I've been playing Company Heroes. I've played Dune. I play a lot of different stuff, right? But let me know, is this your cup of tea? And if you'd like to see more of this, maybe when it comes out, I'll be trying to cover that, of course, along with any of the new Age of Empires updates that are along the way. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.